our heroes, which are our little people, our kids. And so to get things started, my name is Leah Zimmerman, and I am a gold ambassador with Plexus, and I live in Crookston, Minnesota, and been part of this awesome team since August of 2019. My story began because I was looking for a great vitamin, and I found one, and I found a lot more than just a vitamin. I found some great community, better health through these supplements as I've added more of them into my lifestyle and my family's lifestyle, and excited to share and hear from other people tonight about their stories with their families. There's a post in our Glam Guts Grace Wellness group um, about myself and my 2-year-old daughter that take the products. I'm also 26 weeks pregnant, currently on the supplements as well. So we're so excited to have you here, and we would love to give you a prize if you are brand new. So if you're brand new and your friend invited you, love for you to put your name and address and who invited you to this event in the chat. If you want to, when you're in the chat, you can respond to everyone, or if you want to just individually respond to me, Leah Zimmerman, then I'll make sure you get on the list if you didn't want to share your address with everyone else. So make sure you put your name, address, and the person that invited you in the chat, and we'll make sure that your free prize gets sent to you. So for any new people, just to go ahead and put that in the chat. And feel free to put any questions you have in the chat during the event. And we might get to that. Well, hopefully we'll get to them at the end. We can answer some questions if you have. But sit back and enjoy the stories that are going to be shared tonight. And we're so excited that you're here. And so our next I'm going to introduce our fearless leader, Marla Stegman, and she is going to share with us now and get things rolling.
Hey, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight for our first kids wellness event with Plexus. I'm so excited about this. I started Plexus 6 years ago just to feel better and lose a few pounds, and little did I know it would change my life. My health has never been better. I am grandma to 8, retired school teacher, mom to 2, and kids are my heroes. I just am so thrilled when I can hear stories of how many blessings that have happened in kids' health. And usually it started with the parents' health, and then they've given it to their children, which has happened here. I am from North Dakota, been born and raised here, and most of the ladies on this call tonight are North Dakota natives also. So it's fun that we've known each other probably well before Plexus. And Plexus is just a new level of our relationship. So with us tonight, we just want to really let you understand what the products can do for children, for the kids, and also what it's done for us in a short 30-minute span. So next, I want to introduce my friend Kelly Carlstead, who is a senior Ruby with Plexus, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about how this evening's going to roll. So thanks for joining.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, we hope you find tonight's information valuable. Plexus was founded in 2008 as a breast health company. And from the beginning, our founders have had the vision to offer hope while building health and happiness in everyone. In the last 12 years, Plexus has looked to meet the needs of our world's most common health issues. Plexus works directly with a prestigious medical advisory board that has helped us grow from just 2 products to now 29 amazing products that focus on our gut health, getting to the root cause and the issues that we deal with, reducing cellular inflammation, and balancing blood sugar. Plexus is now a global company dealing in gut health, nutrition, weight management, and holistic skincare as well. We are now in 5 different countries around the world: USA, Canada, Mexico, Australia, and New Zealand. As you listen tonight, I want you just to relax and take it all in. But you're going to hear many amazing different stories, 3 different stories tonight. And as you listen to their stories, different names of people that you know may come to mind, people that you know that need these products and their children. And so I just invite you to jot their names down and help us to spread the word about Plexus, because when it comes all down to it, sharing is caring, and that's what we do the best in Plexus. So sit back and enjoy. And now my friend Marla is going to introduce our first testimonial.
Thanks, Kelly. First testimony tonight is Andrea Erdman. Her and I have been friends since 2009, and she is a busy mom of 4 beautiful children and wife to a farmer. She was a former school teacher and a coach. Now she's, like I said, a homeschool mama. And she and I used to teach fitness together and lived in the same town for quite a while and got pretty close. And she joined in 2015. So she's going to share what's happened with her children's lives. Andrea?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Like Marla said, I've been on the product since 2015 myself. And I didn't know that Plexus was the answer that I was looking for when I actually sought out Marla. I just saw that she was talking about some gut health products, and I didn't know that that's what I needed, but I had been actually crying out to God and praying for an answer for my son's health issues. He was chronically sick. He's going to be 10 this weekend. And he actually he had eczema at 2 months of age. He had severe allergies to the point where we had him tested, took him to doctors. They put him on, he had steroids, lots of antibiotics when he was little. We were at the doctor a lot. He always looked inflamed too. He always had that inflamed look because of the eczema, the allergies he sounded inflamed. He was constantly stuffed up all the time. When we tested him for allergies, he tested for birch tree allergy and Asian beetles. And so those 2 things in the spring are really it just made it really hard for springtime for him. And he couldn't do any sort of activity or go outside in the springtime. It was really difficult. In fact, we would, people just assumed he had asthma. We were like, no, it's just allergies. But deep down, I was always terrified that he was going to get that diagnosis of asthma, because my husband and I are sports people, and the last thing we wanted was for our kids to not be able to play sports. And so we were just kind of at a loss. We'd pray at night that it would stop, and we'd count the seconds in between coughs, because it was constant. Like I said, steroids, antibiotics, all of that. So I started the products not really knowing that that was the answer. I didn't know that gut health was related to those things. So I actually, fast forward, I started the products when I was pregnant with my 3rd son. And I was like 20 weeks pregnant when I started the products. I started on the prenatal, or the multivitamin my doctor approved as a prenatal, and eventually moved to all the gut health products. But just before that, I had 2 sons pre-Plexus, and those 2 are the ones that had the gut health issues, the eczema, the allergies. Then my 2nd son had acid reflux, really, really, really bad, and fungal diaper rash, which I didn't even know was a thing. And looking back, my gut health was a mess because I was popping Tums like crazy when I was pregnant. So I passed my gut health. That was not very good, down to my first 2 sons. Then enter Plexus into my 3rd pregnancy. That son and my 4th child, my daughter, have great gut health, and that's because I passed on much better gut health to them. They don't have any of those symptoms. They don't have the allergies, eczema, fungal, anything, no acid reflux, things like that. They just don't have those things. And I'm very thankful. So I attribute that to what the products did for us. So Isaac, back to Isaac, my oldest, we started after a while, I started thinking, well, maybe this could help him. So I started giving him the ProBio 5, and it's really improved his allergies. He does not have allergies really. He'll get stuffy sometimes if we forget the ProBio 5. And that's the adult probiotic that I approved with our pediatrician. And when he was too little to take a capsule, I just opened it up and put it in his yogurt and gave it to him every night. And over time, he just got so much better and so much, he just doesn't have that inflamed look to him anymore. He doesn't have allergies. He doesn't have eczema. His skin is beautiful. He's just a healthier kid. And in 5 years, you guys, I have 4 kids and they're under the age of 10. We haven't been to the doctor once for anything besides stitches or broken bones. So that to me speaks volumes, because before that, we were always at the doctor. We were always checking this out, checking that out. We had molluscum. We had all those other things that you're going to hear more about later. But it was constant. My kids take the kids chewable vitamin, and they also take the Mega Kids microbiome. I have one child in particular that's been taking the microbiome drink really consistently for the past 2 weeks, and I'm seeing some major changes in him that I really didn't expect to see. I didn't really anticipate that I would see a change. So I'm going to come back to you in a couple weeks and tell you what has changed with him, because I'm going to test it out a little bit more and make sure that what I think is happening is happening. So also see mood stability in my kids more so than when they're taking the microbiome drink as opposed to not. So those are some of the things that I've seen. Any questions that I can answer now from you, Leah or Marla or whoever?
No, that was great. Thank you so much. Learn so much
Yep.
every time I hear your stories. And Kelly's going to be introducing our pharmacist, Kelly.
Yes, I am. Okay. You can hear me okay? All right.
Yep.
Kelly Hulst lives in Grand Forks, North Dakota with her husband, Scott, and her sweet dogs, Tucker and Bailey. Kelly and I have known each other for quite a few years. My husband and her were classmates in school. And Kelly is an avid cook. She is amazing. She loves pedaling her bike miles and miles across the country. She loves to relax at her lake place in Minnesota, and she loves to entertain when she's not working at her pharmacy. Kelly will share how, as a pharmacist, she stands behind the ingredients in our products. And after seeing how they have worked for her and her husband, she's a believer. She is impressed that Plexus uses a product advisory team and how closely they work with a medical advisory board on top of that. She loves the formulations of our products and that they are based on scientific facts and evidence. Take it away, Kel.
Thank you, Kel. Kel and Kel. Yeah, I was a complete skeptic. I mean, I will be honest with everyone. Being a pharmacist, we are not trained in anything supplements. We are trained that they're voodoo, and I don't know if that is how the schools still operate, but for my generation, it was very much so. So when people would even come to me asking about supplements, that's what we were trained to tell people. It was a bunch of voodoo. So when I went to Kelly's event that she hosted, listening to these ladies explain health issues that really were very minor to really extreme health issues, and how it seems like the same thing is helping everybody. And I couldn't figure this out. It just made no sense to me. So I thought, what do I have to lose? you know, I'm gonna try these products and see what happens. And lo and behold, I walked out of there thinking I had just been had. But on the other hand, I know Kelly and I trust her. And the products work. They work to the point where my husband started asking me what I was doing. What makes your probiotic different than mine? And things like this, which is wonderful. And now we're both using the products and absolutely love them. I think Plexus is a wonderful company. It has taken me time to realize that. I've done my research on the ingredients on all the products and have put together some videos. I've just learned so much, and I think it's a great company just for the fact that they do have a doctor on their medical advisory board. They wouldn't have to have a doctor on their board of directors, but they do. They wouldn't have to be working with the FDA, but they do, because supplements aren't regulated by the FDA, and they also offer a 60-day money back guarantee, which is huge because they have nothing to lose. They know the products work. They stand behind the products. So I am very much impressed with this company, and it has just been a joy to be part of this team, and yeah, to see how it's changing lives. I can remember at the first event and I would hear how life-changing these products were and my eyes would roll, you know, but now I get it. Now, for me personally, I didn't struggle with something that really was life-changing, but as time goes on that I've been on these products, when you start to add up all these little wins, it does become life-changing. So I completely understand why women and men and kids are saying that their lives are changed. All right, so I want to introduce now that okay. So this is going to be fun for me.
I can take over for you, Kel.
Okay.
The next on our list of testimonials is Erica Collin. And I just wanted to tell a little bit about Erica. Okay. Erica makes her home in Crookston, Minnesota. So just a hop, skip, and a jump from my hometown of Grand Forks. Her husband, Garrett, and her 4 beautiful children keep her very busy throughout her day. She's a stay-at-home mom, and amazingly, Erica is down 40 pounds since starting her Plexus journey. And now her husband and kids have their own testimonials as well. So we're very excited to hear from you, Erica. Take it away, please, and tell us all your wins.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Kelly. So I started my Plexus journey. I was skeptic at first, to be completely transparent as well. And I trusted my sister-in-law, Andrea, with, you know, what she had. I mean, I could see the results right in front of me because of her kids and what they've gone through and her own personal stuff. I started when I was pregnant with my 4th child, and all 3 of my other children had quite a few skin ailments, such as really bad cradle cap, like head to toe rashes, really bad eczema, just lots of tummy issues. So I think, you know, like I started with the bio cleanse, and then I started the vitamins with my kids, and slowly but surely they all kind of came out of their issues. Like it took some time, you know, for each of them on their own separate timelines. But my second child had probably, I would say, the highest level of all our issues. She was really dairy intolerant, and that has since lessened significantly. She doesn't get as flatulent as she used to be. And she used to have really bad eczema, you know, elbows, wrists, knees, all of that. And like they would give us all these prescription creams that just wouldn't do it. And yeah, it's gone away. And we take the kids vitamins, the chewables, the ProBio 5, which both of those were approved by our family physician. Even my youngest, she's been taking the chewable since she could chew it, basically. Now she just throws the ProBio 5 back at nighttime, like no problem. So she's really proud of that. But yeah, they all remind us to take them every morning. So clearly they enjoy them. I enjoy what they're doing for them. I think their emotions aren't as roller coaster like they're more stable. they can just make better choices. I feel like their wires and their brain are just like not so jumbled, and they're just not so stimulated is maybe what I would use to say for that. What else? Yeah, and my second, with the transition to kindergarten this year, it was really hard on her going from 2 days of preschool to all day kindergarten. Her emotions were kind of all over the map. So Drea suggested we do the kids microbiome drink. And so we have done that daily. Her and Garrett have their routine in the morning. And oh my goodness, I feel like it's done wonders for her. It just takes her to a whole nother level. But yeah, I think that's it. We've just had a lot of success, and we're just really excited. Like when my youngest, since I was taking the bio cleanse with her, I feel like her skin issues weren't as bad as my other kiddos. She didn't have the severe cradle cap like they all did, but they don't have anything anymore. And the Plexus body cream works so good for anything that pops up, or the nighttime Joyome serum works really, really good. My daughter took a huge spill on the pavement, and I applied that twice a day for a week, and it's completely gone as if it never happened. And it was all across her face. So lots of success. So yeah.
Thank you, Erica. Yeah, it's
Yep.
pretty amazing what these products do for any age, really. And especially when I hear women taking it during their pregnancy, that's a win. That's a win, because we know that our microbiome is passed on to children when it goes through the birth canal. So that is really important. And it's so gratifying to know that these little ones aren't struggling with things that they used to struggle with, just like we don't struggle with things that we used to struggle with. So thank you so much for sharing. Now I get the pleasure of introducing kind of a fun one here. Okay, so I'm gonna introduce Alicia Sowery. She's our last testimony of the night. And I will introduce her as my former best customer, and I will explain why later. Take it away, Alicia.
Hey, I hope you guys can hear me. Yes, Kelly was and still is my pharmacist, and I was in there on a regular basis. And I came to Plexus a little bit differently than most people. I didn't come to Plexus for anything for myself. I wasn't there for weight loss. I thought all the health issues that I had were normal, so I thought I was a perfectly normal, healthy person. I have a daughter who was a type 1 diabetic, and she was diagnosed at the age of 9. And at the age of 15, which was 5 years ago, we decided to give these supplements a try. I had no clue what gut health was, no clue what probiotics were. We didn't really do supplements, maybe some vitamins here or there, but nothing seriously, because I thought vitamins were a joke anyway. And I had just seen posts that the pink drink was supposed to help with blood sugars. And I thought, what the heck, let's have her try it and see what happens. So she started with the triplex combo. And within 3 months, we definitely noticed some changes within her. Her blood sugars were a little more stable. And we had, I think the thing that gave us proof of that was when she went to her 3-month checkup at her doctor appointment, and they drew labs. And so her A1C was down, her cholesterol was down. And I think overall she was just feeling better. Her constipation was gone. Her skin was starting to clear up. So we knew it was these supplements because nothing else had changed. She hadn't changed her diet or anything like that. So that kind of sold me personally, because I did not believe in supplements. I just assumed that if you ate a decent diet, which I have now learned that what I consider to be decent and what is actually a good diet is totally different. But long story short, I ended up trying them as well. And then I started researching, because that's just the type of person that I am. And I just learned that literally gut health, blood sugar, and inflammation affects everything. And our whole family has since been on them. My kids take the chewable multi and probiotic. They also do the microbiome drink. Mariah is still on the products 5 years later. She's since added additional. She's not just on the triplex, she's on like everything else. And it has helped her tremendously. She's actually graduating college this week and she has done amazing. She's been out on her own for 3 years. We've had 0 issues with her health. Her doctors actually told her, you don't need to come and see me every 3 months like she had been. She told her annually is plenty, which is huge for a diabetic, especially at her age. So I'm super proud of her. What else? Mariah used to get, so Mariah is my diabetic. She used to get fingernail infections pretty frequently. And I think that was just probably because her blood sugars were so high and all over the place that it just increased her risk for infection. And obviously high blood sugars affect her body as a whole and just increases her risk for complications later in life. So having products that help her manage this high maintenance disease has been amazing and is the whole reason why we even consider the products. And now that I have 4 other children who are growing up on these products and just having the knowledge that I have, we're able to make better food choices and I'm able to use natural, just natural things to help them when they're sick. So we have not been to the doctor for an illness in over 5 years, which is amazing for a family of 7. And I, like Kelly said, I was a frequent in her pharmacy, not just for Mariah, but also for my other 2 daughters who were sick all the time. They were on steroids and antibiotics. One of my daughters had ear infections all the time. So we don't deal with those anymore. Warts were an issue at one point. None of my kids have wart issues. So there's just been so many blessings along the way. And I am super grateful for these products. And I love sharing them with others because I think that most kids are struggling with issues of gut health that is unbalanced. So that's it.
Thank you, Alicia. And she failed to mention she is also a senior gold ambassador. So she's sharing with others, which is pretty exciting because that's kind of where it's at, is not keeping it to ourselves for others that we know that struggle with things that we know this can fix. But it's kind of amazing that dysbiosis, meaning our gut microbiome, is not balanced. We don't have the right ratio of good probiotics to the bad bacteria going on, and it just wreaks havoc in everything. And like Alicia said, blood sugar balance is huge for anything going forward, as well as inflammation. And these products target that, like at a level. Being a pharmacist, it's just sad for me that so many prescriptions are prescribed for things that could be healed instead of just, they could go away if we could just get the right things in our body. And Plexus has the right things. They've done the work and they do it best. And I'm just so grateful, so grateful for that. But anyway, thank you, Alicia. And yeah, I miss seeing your girls, but I don't miss them seeing at the pharmacy. Pediatrics was right around the corner, and oh my stars, we all knew her by name and she knew all of us by name too. So those were the days, but I'm glad they're gone.
Yes, thank you.
Oh gosh.
Thank you so much. There are 3 ways I just want to mention to you that you can enjoy the Plexus products. First of all, you can be a retail customer. You pay full price, you order as needed, and you get that 60-day money-back guarantee that was mentioned. The second way that you can enjoy Plexus products is by becoming a preferred customer. And with this, you get 10% off your products. And then after 3 months, get an added 10%. You get the option of an automatic delivery system. And you, again, get that 60-day money-back guarantee. And the third way is to become a Plexus ambassador. This entails a yearly membership discounted welcome pack that you can start off with. And there are many of those to choose from. We always like to work hand in hand with each person and help them select what is best to suit their needs. You get 25% off of your products. You have the option to earn referral bonuses when you share with others. You get money back on your own orders. You get to take part in the Plexus Perks Rewards program, which was set up to reward consistency. And again, you get that 60-day money-back guarantee. The membership for an ambassador in the United States and Canada is just $9.95 until the end of this month. It's usually $39.95 in the United States and $53.95 in Canada. It's just like a Costco or a Sam's Club card, but with more benefits. Now, Marla, will you close us out for the evening?
Yes, thank you, Kelly. I hope that something resonated with those of you that listened, and thank you all for sharing tonight, sharing your stories of health and your kids' your family stories. So we have a special tonight. Whoever invited you to this that's on our team, if you decide that you want to get started and give this a try, you have till 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, and you get the first 10 people that jump in are going to get a family cornhole game. Leah, can you put that on the screen? And there, well, here's some of the common packs too that, okay, yeah. Triplex welcome pack. That's pretty much what most of us adults started with. And a lot of the children that they've talked about are on the ProBio 5 also. That's one pack. And then we have a family basics that has a pink drink for mama, X Factor Plus for mom, and then it has the kids vitamin. That is a pack that's very popular. And the family essentials is probably the most popular with families, where it has the triplex combo, has the lean protein shake and the kids microbiome drink and the vitamins in there, plus the Mega X, which is our mega omega that comes from the ahi flower. So it's plant-based, and our X Factor Plus adult multivitamin that's methylated with folate and has aloe. So those are some of the most popular packages, but like Kelly said, whoever invited you will help customize a package that's best for your family. And look what you get to win if you decide to jump in before 11 o'clock tonight. So I want to thank you all. This is such a blessing to just be part of this and help others on their health journey. And please always share and care. Thanks for joining us.